Welcome to this series of interviews with the upcoming presenters of OCTIA 2014. And today we're talking to Stephanie Palin. Welcome.
Hi Mieke, it's lovely to have this opportunity to speak with you about my work in preparation for the conference.
Yes, hello. So what I usually start with is asking you, so how did you come to work online?
Well, that's interesting. I had an interest in working online from the late 1990s, and my first experience was a face-to-face client who was going to work in Australia for 6 months, but had reached a crucial point in therapy and didn't want to stop. So we arranged to continue the therapy through email exchanges. And I also had a client when I was working in the National Health Service who was an adult survivor, but who found it incredibly difficult to talk about her feelings and her experiences, but who was able to write it. So although we had face-to-face sessions, we also exchanged emails and worked in that combined way.
Wow. And in those days, was there any training available then, or did you have to teach it yourself?
There was very little, and I did, just teach myself what I needed to do. But then I was doing a master's degree and decided that I might as well explore what was going on with the how to form a therapeutic relationship. And so I did my interviews online with therapists in Haifa, in Israel, in Seattle, in St. Lucia, as well as in the UK. So got a really international sense of how people were working online.
Wow.
That was interesting. And then when I decided that I really ought to do some training, just to, be involved in ethical practice, I worked with Mitchell and Dan Mitchell in Toronto.
Oh, wow.
And because I thought, World Wide Web, I'd actually get out of my comfort zone a bit. And really interesting group, a guy from Portugal, an American woman working in China, people from the United States and Canada, and me from England. So I really got a perspective of different cultures and different ways of working. It was fascinating.
It sounds fascinating.
Yeah.
I think you've said it already a little bit, but what is it that you like about working online?
Well, initially I liked the challenge of it because, like many people, I was wondering, can I pick up the nuances when I can't actually see someone? But I absolutely love the fact that you can express emotions, that you can engage with somebody online. And I think one of my most intriguing experiences that I was working with an English couple in France, and one day I sent an email response, and very quickly I got an email back from the client saying, "Are you okay, Steph? I can't hear your usual voice."
Wow.
Their email to me, and actually I was coming down with a chest infection.
That is powerful.
Absolutely. And it's one of a number of experiences like that. So I think, yes, you absolutely can engage in a very deep way with people online.
Wonderful. So to finish off, you will be talking about your work with Relate in Bristol. Not everybody might be familiar with Relate. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, Relate's an organisation that works with relationships, as its name might suggest. We also work with families and with children and young people, and we've been around for since 1938 in the UK. But in around about 2004, we began working with online services, and initially that was a service called Email a Counsellor, largely one-offs. But we've worked in conjunction with the British government since around 2007, providing live chat services online, and we're now delivering an incredible 25,000 live chat sessions a year.
Wow.
Which is free to the end user, at the moment, funded by the UK government. And we've got an amazing team of counsellors who work in shifts online so that the services are available 9 till 5 each day and most evenings for 2 or 3 hours. And incredibly well used by people wanting relationship help, often in an immediate crisis. People may be wanting help of how to manage an event, Christmas, a wedding where step families are involved, the usual crises of life. But also lots of young people for whom, as Robert Weiss would say, they're digital natives.
Oh, yes.
They've grown up in the digital world, yes. And so seeking help online is their natural way of going about it. So, as I said yesterday, I was at a training day, and that was part of our online training at Relate, where right at the end of the course we get people together and dispel all the transference myths that we've developed just by working with people in text. Fascinating day.
Okay, lovely. We're looking forward to hearing much more about that in Bristol. So thank you for this interview.
Thank you, Mieke, for giving me the opportunity to talk about my work.